Okay. Let's check to see if it is live streaming. Is it live streaming? Yep, it's live streaming. You'll probably hear that coming through. Alright, final predictions for Fnaf Security Breach Ruin. We got about approximately 2 hours before the DLC drops, though me and my friends are going to play it like 12 hours later. Because one of the things is that, in case you guys didn't know, my friends and I were still in high school, so we still live at home, so we don't want to disturb other people while they're sleeping. So, and for the British audience out there, I'm pretty sure you guys refer to college as high school, so a step below that. That might just be a stereotype I've heard. But anyways, I'm here. It is about 11 o'clock at night where I am. It won't drop until 1 a.m., but Pacific Standard Time, I'm pretty sure it is. It drops right at midnight, which is usually when the Five Nights at Freddy's time start. The only game where it didn't really start at 12 was, of course, Security Breach. And, that started at 11:30. But anyways, basically this stream is to talk about, my predictions. Also, on the side of that, I'm going to talk about stuff coming on my channel, stuff that's happening in the future. But anyways, so I want to talk about my final predictions for this game. One of them being one of the most controversial ones is Glaremark Bonnie showing up. Probably 80% chance that Glaremark Bonnie will show up. And if he has a voice actor, that's great, but they should have gotten me. I've been trying with Steelwool to get a job as a voice actor for Fnaf ever since Security Breach came out, but I don't think they had room for another person. Either that or they had room for the actress of Cassie, but another male voice, I don't think so. Yeah, but honestly, guys, Glaremark Bonnie, there's an 80% chance he would show up. He is a fan favorite, and one of the things that Steelwool Studios is doing is they're laying into all the fan favorites and what fans liked about their games. People wanted to see more of Glaremark Bonnie, so they might show a cameo or talk about him more. Will he play a major role in the story? Probably not. I guarantee you it'll just be like references again or something like that. Excuse me, sorry. That was disgusting. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the Mimic. And if it will be revealed that William Afton is the Mimic. Hold on, we need to check something. What are y'all doing? Let's see, we got... where'd my live chat go? We got Dappled Ice O, right? I think I said that right. Adele Fraser, Isaac Rodriguez, Bonnie664, and Melvin Did It. Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Yeah, one of the other things I wanted to talk about was, the Mimic. This one's a very controversial one, because I know in the past, Scott has said the books will give little clues, but not big clues. And some of them have been big clues, like the illusion discs, Whatever the heck Afton has that even been in the game? What was it? Phasgoo? I don't know. Will the Mimic be Burn Trap? We'll just have to wait and see on that one. I'm thinking really hard on this one. I mean, yes, in the books it does say, and it explains to the very tiny detail of how Burn Trap came to be in the books, but I don't know. I feel like just him being an AI takes away from the whole, like, soul possesses robot kind of thing. I know they've done that with the kids, and it's supposed to be the kids, but, like, the murderer should suffer the same or more than the children. And yes, he is in hell, but he's got to have escaped somehow. I don't know. Maybe he is just an AI. Maybe, what if the AI robots are a distraction and there's a separate, like, entity that is actually, because, like, we haven't actually found the real body. Like, the endoskeleton doesn't fit from Scrap Trap to Burn Trap, and of course it doesn't fit from Spring Trap to Scrap Trap, but that was Scott trying to make the model scarier, and Scott trying to appease to the community, even though we made fun of Scrap Trap for looking like Jimmy Neutron. But, yeah, I think because we haven't found William Afton's body makes him probably still there. Or at least part of his soul is still in the Mimic. Because the Mimic would seem to have, like, depending on how much emotion the Mimic shows, because if it just, like, shows no emotions whatsoever, then I'm going to say, oh, it's just an AI robot. If it does show emotions, then I'm going to say at least there's a little bit of his soul. Like, think about Horcruxes, like in Harry Potter. Okay, I checked back on the chat to see how you guys are doing. Yeah, I'm going to mention your guys' name. Here's the thing, I'm one of those YouTubers that likes to interact with you guys. Like, there's all those big YouTubers that are like, they're like, hey, you know, I'm going to post something and then completely ignore everyone. Like, they probably do read it, but they don't like it or stuff like that. I'm the kind of guy that, like, whenever a comment goes up, I, like, press like unless it's something really suspicious. Then, yeah. Oh, we got a new person, I think. Hiago Jin. And he says, what's up? Not much. What's up with you? How's your day? Or it's probably night. Yeah, but anyways, I like discussing things with people on social media. I'm just that kind of guy because, you know, I like talking to people. Unless, like, something really happens and I don't want to talk, which is a lot of the time, because me personally, I'm mid socially. I'm very mid. I can talk your ear off when I feel like it. And it isn't just a random, like, topic that, like, starts me. Sometimes I might just go off randomly. Sometimes I want human interaction, you know, talking with people. I love talking to people. I just totally, like, got off. It went from talking about the Mimic to, like, talking about my social. Oh my gosh. It's like this conversation I had with my friends in middle school. We don't have a really good school system here. We had this conversation that we always giggle about, even today, in 6th grade. that one of them said the floor was wet and it was out on a grass field. And like this conversation started building up and up until it was like a 5 billion-pound astronaut taking down a rocket and blowing up NASA. I don't know. I don't remember how the conversation got there, but it got there. Anyways, going back to my final predictions. I'm trying to make this as long as 2 hours possible. So, anyways, yeah. So Mimic as Burn Trap, we'll just have to see. That's my opinion. I don't want to get too much into it. Another thing I saw people talking about was like, oh, are we going to save the animatronics? Are we going to repair them? No. I feel like that would defeat the whole purpose of the horror. And, of course, Fazbear Entertainment didn't have the money money enough to have spare casings or replacements for Bonnie. We're not going to be able to repair, like, with any extra stuff. We're not going to be able to give Monty legs again. We're not going to be able to find a new voice box for Chica. Maybe we can literally rip off eyeballs from an endo. Maybe Roxanne. Roxanne seems the most friendly, so if she does help us and becomes kind of like a guardian like Freddy did, then maybe we might give her eyes back. But I only think maybe her. I don't think we'll be able to... There's no saving Chica. There's no saving Monty. Do I think they'll all die? Most likely. It is a horror game. There is lots of death in horror games. Even if it's from non-living characters, like robots and stuff like that. What else? Gregbot. Gregbot revealed, I don't know, Patient 46 being Gregory. Yes, I feel like, okay, now people are going to get hypocritical. Oh, you can't you can't decide on mimic theory or not, but you can definitely decide on Gregory just because of the GGY story. Well, there are heavy implications from both the game and the books that he is Patient 46. I think there is more to Gregory that he is not revealing. Is Gregory dead? Probably. Well, knowing Steelwool Studios and Scott, they have been known to censor things, but then Scott can also come a little, heavy into the horror, because there was that one teaser, I think for Sister Location or Fnaf World, where it was like Mangle being hanged, and it said, "See what you did to me," or something like that. And everybody was worried about his mental health. Another thing that you saw was like the hanged, or the hung, I'm sorry, I'm tired, the technicians in Sister Location. So sometimes Scott can show explicit things or discuss explicit things in his game. So maybe. Let's see. Has anybody else decided to hop on our stream? Oh, we got 5 people now. Cool. From Zay, he says, did you know that the DLC is out in 2 hours? Yes, I have actually discussed that at the beginning of the video. Oh, hey, I wanted to talk to you guys. Okay, since my nose is getting stuffed up a little bit. It usually happens at nighttime, when one airway closes. You guys probably know that. Anyways, I wanted to talk about Cassie's voice lines. And I've talked about canceling Part 2 and Part 3 before. And I even did release a video saying I was going to cancel it because I think Steelwool Studios might be mad at me right now. But I won't go too far into detail with that. But anyways, yeah, it's just going to become like lost media. I might release in like October or something like that. But I basically want to go over the story with you guys of what was supposed to happen. So, I started working on this project. I think I started working on it before the DJ voice lines even came out. I started planning everything. And basically, I'll release a video later going into details about how I started my journey and, a little behind the scenes stuff with it, including I was going to have the original four Glamrock's voice themselves in the videos, but that was in script A. My story went with script B, which was Glamrock Bonnie being the Guardian. But I'll talk about that in another video. Anyways, so basically the story was going to, if you want to stop listening and wait for when I release it, like at the end of the year, then go right ahead. But I'm just going to basically go over what the scripts I had planned. I'm not going to show them to you. I'll just go over the basic premise. It was basically going to go over some of the Glamrock animatronics and more, introducing them in the story. And bear with me, explaining it in less detail is going to be a trippy ride. Okay, so ready? We were going to have an animated video, like a part 1.5. It was a Burn Trap boss battle, because if you guys saw Cassie's lines, it ended with Burn Trap getting ready to chase Cassie. And it was going to be like this animated chase scene I was going to have several animators do it. Number one, I don't have the funding for that. Number two, a lot of models and locations hadn't been released, so it was hard to do it. Anyways, there was going to chase through the endo halls, stuff like that. And it was going to be playing this song that I had the high school choir that I go to record it. And it was a song called Daemon Irepit Calidus, meaning the demon sneaks expertly, or something like that. Pretty sure. If I know my Latin, of course, daemon means demon. And I have the poem somewhere. And it's like the demon snakes expertly tempting the hearts of those, stuff like that. And at the end of each one, it's like, but it's still worth less than the heart of Jesus. Anyways, so there was that whole thing, and it was going to be like chasing, and then they end up back in the room, right? And Burn Trap getting ready, he grabs a knife ready to stab Cassie, but then Glamrock Bonnie knocks Monty into Burn Trap, and then Burn Trap, is knocked over. Tells Vanny to go get the girl. So Vanny goes chasing her Cassie, and Cassie presses the lift button to go up. Vanny barely catches it. She's hanging on to the side, and Cassie would stomp on her hand, and she'd fall. And it'd just be like a little breather. She'd turn around, and all of a sudden the blob, which almost caught her and Glamrock Bonnie from before, would jump scare. And that's where part 1.5 would end. It was a real doozy to explain that one. I see someone left. They're probably like, oh, no. Anyways, part 2 was going to start off with, Bonnie running away to Rockstar Row. And Monty, taunting him. And then there was going to be a confrontation between Vanny and Burn Trap. And Burn Trap was just going to be pissed. And he'd be silent. And then he'd turn around, grab Vanny by the scruff of the neck, and say his famous line from, "You will do as I say. You will bring me what I want. And if you fail me, Vanny, you will, both of you." And then Monty would scream, "Burn!" Stuff like that. And then he's going to say, "Go find the girl, and, get out of my sight," stuff like that. And I was going to cut to the blob, taunting Cassie, and then saying, stuff, and then is that it was going to be a bunch of Funtime Freddy voice lines references and Molten Freddy. And it was basically going to go to the part where it's like, okay, I'm going to kill you now so you can become one of us. But then, out of nowhere, Glamrock Foxy comes running to fight the Kraken, as he calls it. And, they would fight. And then Glamrock Foxy would save the girl, and they'd head to Rockstar Road. I mean, not Rockstar, Roxy Raceway. They'd start heading there, and then go the direction of the salon. And Foxy, he's like, oh, I need eyes to see because Roxanne took my eyes when she decommissioned me. My eyes helped me to be able to see through things, especially my eye patch and stuff like that. Go fetch me eyes in the salon because Roxy would change her eyes every 30 minutes because she's some beauty freak. Anyway, she goes down there over her little walkie-talkie or whatever. It was, Cassie, come save me, Cassie, from Gregory, and the Burn Trap laugh, and then it'd be like, Gregory, run, from the trailer. And all of a sudden, who's there? Roxanne's there. And then she hears Cassie, and Cassie is like, oh no, Foxy, help me. Foxy comes running in, bashes into Roxy. Roxy starts crying. And he's like, oh no, I'll help you. Here, come on, we'll come take care of you, stuff like that. And it was going to be like, alright, help Roxanne out while I figure out something to do. And then, Cassie would be helping Roxanne. All of a sudden, rope snaps, big Crate comes, and he's like, Yar, watch out! And then all of a sudden, Crate smashes. And he's dead. Roxanne cries. Cassie's like, oh no, and Vanny's like there because she cut the rope. She disappears. Anyways, so that happens. Cassie gets a message from Bonnie saying meet him in Kids Cove. So she does that. Sneaking with Roxanne across the atrium, avoiding the blob to Kids Cove. They meet up with Bonnie. Bonnie's there, asks for her name, and, she says Cassie. Anyways, they're there. Glamrock Endos capture Cassie and hold her with her hands behind her back kind of thing. And then Bonnie is hacked. And then Vanny comes up and electrocutes Roxanne to death. And so she leaves. And then Bonnie has this whole sad spiel where he's basically almost crying, saying, Roxy didn't do nothing. Kind of stuff like that. And then they move on. Then, super sneaking sequence again in the atrium to look for Gregory in Phaser Blast, that's what it's called. And I was going to add in a secret scene where it was like some kid security guard who was going to catch him and be like, hey, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. You sit down. You stay here. And I tried to talk to a lot of YouTubers to do this. Markiplier, actually, everybody on the Unspeakable team, if you don't know Unspeakable Gaming. I've talked to Mr. Beast about doing it. I've talked with several people about doing it. No one answered me, so I gave up. I even talked to Dan TDF. I see Daco, Raz, Corey. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, none of them worked out. So I scrapped that scene entirely. Anyways, they make it to Phaser Blast. That scene in the trailer where we see Freddy, right? It was going to link up with that. And, Cassie was going to be like, hey, Bonnie, come here. You need to see this. And, Bonnie sees Freddy, and he's like, Freddy? And then, super, happy music, stuff like that. They see a best friend, and then all of a sudden, Monty comes in, starts destroying the heck out of them. Yeah, dark turn, I know. It's a horror, it's a horror game, okay? Anyways, rips them to shreds. They're basically almost dead, like in that one ending where, Freddy's like, you are my superstar. stuff like that. And, Cassie would be crying because Bonnie, helped him. And he's like, wait, Freddy's got something to tell you. And, break open the leg of the golden statue at the front entrance, the Freddy statue. And she'd be like, oh, okay. And it would be like, something's there to help you. So she leaves, and there would be like this super, like, emotional scene where, like, Bonnie's like, Freddy, I'm so sorry he had to go like this, and, stuff like that. Freddy, you think heaven's for us robots? Stuff like that. And then they'd both die. Anyways, Cassie would be sad, but she'd find a hole in the wall that goes straight to the daycare. All of a sudden, when she's in the daycare, Glamrock Endos activate. She's like, oh no, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, Eclipse comes out. The one on the screen. And he's like, oh hey, what's up? Come on. And it'd be Cockney accent, He'd be like, hey, go on in, little lassie. And he'd be talking like this and be like, oh yeah, my voice was like the smooth British, like, high fancy talk. Because of that stupid glitch, And then all of a sudden you'd hear window smash and you'd hear Chica. And then he'd be like, oh, we gotta get you out of here, little lassie. And, he'd get her to the top, but then Chica is coming to get Cassie. So then what Eclipse was going to do was sacrifice himself, kill both him and Chica by toppling over the play structures on top of both of them. And that would be the end of them. So then Cassie would make it all the way to the front entrance. This is where it's going to get weird, okay? Bear with me. This is where it would get weird. Okay, so what happens was she was going to break open the leg. She would find a sledgehammer, break it open. There'd be a recharge station in there. And guess who I had planned to step out of this chamber? I had planned for Michael Afton. Michael Afton to step out of it. Now, all of you are like, alright, I'm unsubscribing. I'm leaving it. I was like, yeah. Anyways, and he's going to be like, let me guess. The bastard returned. Yeah, sorry for cussing. Anyways, and then it'd be like the conversation, I need to go destroy him once and for all, make sure he doesn't hurt anybody else. He's like, alright, I'll meet you over there. And she'd be like, I got to take care of something first. So she goes to Monty Golf to take care of the man that killed, or the robot that killed her best pal, Bonnie. She'd repair the Monty ride and make it there. And then they'd have the Monty kind of like chase scene on the catwalks. She'd make it to a lever, and then Monty would be like, nowhere to hide. And she's like, yes, there is. Pulls lever, all of a sudden the cart becomes detached from the railing. And he's like, smacked that, and smacks them both off the railing. She survives with Disney movie magic. And he's just crushed by one of those, like, carts on the railing. He did. And Cassie goes down to the Roxy Raceway basement where the old pizzeria is. And then, there was going to be an animated cutscene where it was like, Burn Trap's like choking Manny. You will find me the girl, and you will bring her to me, or else I'll tear you apart, them from them. And then all of a sudden she'd move, he'd turn his head, he'd notice her, she'd hide behind a rock, come out, be like, where'd he go? Vanny's on the ground catching her breath, all of a sudden jumps down. The end. That was the end of part 2. I need a breath from explaining that. Let's check to see how many people left my stream getting bored from me. Oh, yeah, there's 2 people now. I bored so many people. Okay, some people saying Tomorrow we're on the 27th. Slow. And then stop it. Oh, you guys are asking me to stop. I'm sorry. Do you guys not want me to explain it anymore? Okay, I'll leave it at there. The rest. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go back to predictions, which I was supposed to be doing. I was going to try and stretch this out to like 2 hours until it releases, so that all y'all can play it. I won't play it until, like I said, noon time, my time. But anyways, so back to predictions. So I heard some people talking about Fazbear Entertainment being involved with the story more. No, I don't feel like there should be like involvement with Fazbear Entertainment other than they abandoned the building. That's it. Another thing I wanted to discuss is what did I want to discuss? The end of the Afton era. You guys know William Afton's slogan. He always comes back. He's gonna come back after this. I guarantee it. Like I said in one of my theories, I'm pretty sure that Help Wanted 2 is to revive the company after the fall of the Pizzaplex. So, to build like a new attraction. Not exactly a Pizzaplex, but maybe something like a Fazland, Like, those Fnaf 3 teasers. It was hoax Fnaf 3 teasers that it was going to be a Fazland. Maybe something like that, because it wouldn't be hard to replicate. It's already in the Pizzaplex books. Like, attractions and stuff like that. It wouldn't be hard to make a game with it. With Steelwool Scott, leading that design, it wouldn't be that hard. And actually, it could have some cool concepts to it, like a boss fight maybe on like a roller coaster as it's going along. If you don't duck at the right time, like a random chance, like something's going to signal you that there's going to be a jump scare. If you don't do it fast enough in time, you get jump scared. Like, you don't, like, there's not a set, like, pattern that it goes in. It's just random chance, stuff like that. Another one is, will Golden Freddy show up? Depends if Afton is the mimic. Afton is a mimic or he's the actual Afton. So, like, maybe, but I feel like Golden Freddy's story really ended in Ultimate Custom Night. That's about it. Another one I wanted to talk about, my predictions, is Eclipse. What is he going to be like? I think he's going to be a really cool, like, implement. He's going to be basically, like, bipolar to the extreme. Like, he's going to be, oh, hey, I'm Son. How are you? All of a sudden, just like, there's no warning that he changes. All of a sudden, he turns around, hi. I don't think I've ever discussed anything this long before. How long have I been doing this stream already? Someone says the FNAF Ruin voice lines have been leaked. I don't care. If they have been, they have been. Okay, I've been streaming for about 35 minutes. Your brain? What about your brain? Anyways, if they have been leaked, I turned off most of my notifications, so I'll get nothing. Like, no spoilers. If my friends get spoilers who are gonna record with me or live stream with me, then they got spoilers. I'm not getting spoilers. I don't want spoilers. I really don't. A lot of Security Breach was spoiled to me, so I tried to live stream Security Breach when it first came out, but it was running on a school computer and it sucked. I don't know how many times I played Security Breach. I got the Xbox version, so the only consoles in my house are a Wii and an Xbox, and the Xbox is technically my brother's, so he bought it, so I barely get any time on the Xbox. But when I did, it was always Security Breach Ruin. I mean, not Ruin, just Security Breach. Should I expect to be disappointed? I feel like, should I not get my hopes up? I'm gonna expect that they did better this time. Will it be fantastic? No. I still feel like they're gonna appeal to kids' horror, but nah. I'm bloody tired. Yeah, if anybody leaked the voice lines, I don't care. I don't care if there's just leaked things. It's just, I will play the game when I play the game. You know, I bought the base game. I get the DLC for free. Free game. Free game. I ain't gonna let a spoiler get to me if it's free. Because that is a gift from God. More involvement from the Blob for a prediction. Yes. There's gonna be a lot of lore put into this game. Like, a lot of it's gonna be dumped. I feel like it's gonna be a pizzeria simulator kind of game where it's gonna, like, tie up loose ends. But another thing, more Vanessa Vanny involvement. That was one of the biggest criticisms for Steel Wool, was like they had set up for the biggest villain, like, in the game, and she got less screen time than the freaking map bot. That was just, like, ridiculous. She's gonna have more involvement, I guarantee. 99.9999999%. She's gonna have more. Even if she's a ruined Vanny, she's gonna have more involvement. Going back to the Mapbot thing, will Mapbot be in it? Well, on Twitter, Ray McCaffrey said, sadly, there will not be. But that is a lie. I know that is a lie. Scott's been doing that for years. They can't pull that on us. He's gonna, like, crawl up, like, please take a map, and just frickin'. But there will probably not be any staff bots at all. No, not even one. The only one I see coming on is Mapbot, like I said. The endoskeletons, they were a really good asset, like the Weeping Angels kind of mechanic. It just worked out perfectly, so they're going to use more of that, of course. They better not overdo it, though, or else I'm going to have a rage quit. Like, seriously. More areas to explore, of course. We've seen in that one trailer, the Repair the Monty ride. So, they also said it's 100% new content, so there's going to be a lot of unexplored areas and places, like different ways to get to places. I don't think there's going to be use of elevators. They're going to be like holes in the walls. People said that the main atrium might not be used at all. That's one of the biggest places. They're going to use it. Let's see how many people I've lured back to my stream. Or if everybody's just quit on me. There's still 2 people watching. Brain. Eclipse lines were leaked. Cool. Don't, like I said, don't care. Really do not care. What else do I want to predict? Ooh, the bunny at the end. The bunny at the end. I think that's going to be a enemy that shows up when you put on the Vanny mask. Which a lot of people are saying is from the Vanny ending when she drops it, or when she's mangled up or something like that. No, that's a completely different mask. Completely different mask. Stop saying that it's because the Vanny ending's real, because that's what a lot of people are backing up their theory with. Which, another thing I want to predict is that the Afton ending was the true ending, because, of course, in the source code it says true ending. Anyways, I think the Vanny mask will simulate Princess Quest, you know, and the bunnies will be those, glitched out, like, little bunnies from the game, from the arcade game. More arcade machines. Probably. Probably with deeper lore, too. Because, like I said, it seems like it's being set up for, like, a pizzeria, kind of like lore dump. So, my throat's getting a little tired. I'm going to leave you guys for a second. I'm going to go get some water. I also had to take care of my dog. She wanted to go outside. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Hi. She needed to go potty. She usually never sends me up at this time unless it's like I get busy with like homework or something and I'm up till like 4 in the morning. Anyways. Where was I? What else do I want? More involvement with like the missing children's incident? Yes. Yes. Ghosts. I don't think Steelwool has the guts to do ghosts. I don't know. I really don't. Appearances from old animatronics or old characters? Yes. I think, they included that with the Blob. Maybe like the Phantom animatronics might show up. I remember when the teaser came out, Fazbear and Friends on tour, when it showed the DJ's legs at the end, my initial thought on that, because of how green tone it was that it was like Phantom Mangle. That's what I thought it was at first. But it turned out to be the DJ. I wish they saved the DJ to show, like, in the game and not, like, in the trailer. So. Ooh, yay, we have 4 watching now. Cool. I'm getting 2 more viewers. Oh, yes. Everyone say hi to my dog. Her name is Dizzy. As in Dizzy Gillespie. Yes, I'm a jazz guy. What do you mean you're being ignored? I'm literally looking at you typing right now, so... what am I ignoring? What? What do you mean you're being ignored? I'm literally looking at you typing right now, so... Did I miss something? So anyways, it is about 11:52 where I am, so we got about an hour and 10 minutes before Ruin drops. I don't know what else to talk about, so guess what I'll start talking about. No, I'm kidding. Let's talk about a little bit of the future of my channel before I go back to making more predictions. Of course, the next phase that I teased, like, 6 months ago, I think. I didn't think that Cassie's voice lines would have taken me 6 months to make just like part 1. But anyways, I'm pretty sure volume 5 is going to be the last one. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to end it with the virus, or glitch trap, basically, that possesses all the animatronics for Vanny. And I was going to do that during spring break, but of course, volume 4. And that was going to be a special for my friend Christian Stokes, who is the actor for Uncle Hank in the Fnaf movie. Anyways, it's going to end. And phase 2 is going to be Poppy Playtime characters. So like a Twisted, Huggy, Boxy Boo voice lines, stuff like that. Twisted versions of the characters, different from the cutouts, they're all scary and stuff like that. Twisted Bonzo, Twisted PJ, until new characters come out that don't have voice lines. In which I've actually been trying to contact, I've tried to contact a lot of developers for Poppy Playtime and seeing if I could get any voice line work in their games, and of course I was unsuccessful. Anyways, and then I teased in... what video was I'm gonna have to look back at YouTube Studio. I forget which video I talked about it in. Blah, blah. Oh, hey, I need to talk to you guys about someone. So, there's a bot account that's been going around my channel that's been impersonating me. And, if you guys see him, report him or her. Because, if you, yeah, someone's been impersonating me. Okay, let's see. I have not been truthful with all of you. That was my April Fool's joke. Was it in the video where I said, "Don't worry, I'm back"? Probably. No. It was my 1-year anniversary for Thunder Thor's voiceovers. So I talked about, of course, in May of... Well, I have 6 people watching. Cool. May of 2024, I am graduating from high school. And I won't have a lot of time for this channel anymore. So when I graduate, of course I'm going to be putting my name out there and my face out there so I can get acting jobs. So I will be doing a name and face reveal the day I graduate. And that'll basically be the end of my channel. Now I will post after. I will do not too frequently posts, like maybe couple weeks, couple months apart. But basically that's gonna be where my channel ends. So please don't unsubscribe, because I will basically update you guys on how my acting career is going. And I'm gonna need all the support I can get. Because, if you guys didn't know the actors strike going on, I don't know how concerned I need to be of it, but I am very concerned. With my anxiety, I am very concerned. I recently got a new microphone, and it's kind of like one of those podcast microphones with the very long neck and stuff like that, and it's adjustable, and it came with an audio interface. The problem is the audio interface is a joke. Absolute joke. I was getting this robot voice out of it that kind of sounded like my old PS5 mic. I was trying to readjust it, and I was pressing buttons on it, and all of a sudden it started playing meme sounds, and I'm like, yep, this thing's a joke. So, I'm currently looking for a new audio interface, which, by the way, you guys can help. I'm now plugging channel memberships, which I thought I would never do. I never thought I'd get past 1,000 subscribers before I graduated, but of course that one meme video I posted blew up. So, channel memberships and my Patreon, which I have never linked before because I kind of forgot about it. That money will definitely go into getting new equipment to make better force lines for you guys. So, it is 11:58, so we're almost close to an hour. Why am I opening Twitter? I do not need to open Twitter right now. I was going back into YouTube. Oh, and I've lost 3 people. I probably scared them away with advertising. Let's see. I do. Oh, okay. We got Indian Fnaf fan that joined, and Hansis. Yes, we're gonna go see the trailer. BRB. Okay, I checked out the trailer and it was interesting. That bunny on the end is glitching and it looks like Shadow Bunny. Yeah, I actually talked about that a little bit earlier. I think it kind of looks like, you know. Hold on. I don't know why I paused my live stream. I don't even know why I resumed it because I'm actually talking on it right here. Anyways, I talked about that. I think it's one of the Shadow Bunnies from the Princess Quest. I think putting on the Vanny mask, you will see like these Shadow Bunnies. Okay. The Guider of Freedom says I'm going to be here just playing Security Breach until... I thought about doing that, but I don't know if my brother's still on his Xbox or even wants me touching his Xbox. But anyways, Malfunction Productions says I'm basically starting my acting career. Also, good for you. Good for you. Are you also a senior in high school or no? Thank you for the theory. Yeah, the Guider of Freedom says interesting theory. Um, yeah, thank you. I kind of thought about that. I'm like, they kind of look, because if you look like at the little shadow creatures, they have like white tears dripping down. And if you look at that design on the bunny, he kind of like had white lines going across his face. So, will the jump scare look as like it did at the end of the trailer? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a little. That's another thing I want to talk about. Predictions on the animation style. Will it be better than Security Breach? Absolutely. Yes. They were criticized on that very well. I watched old footage that someone found on Twitter from an animator's reel that they put in old footage of the Monty Chase scene, and the way he ran was like an NFL football star charging to get, I don't know much about football. I should, but I don't. And just like that run, like, convinced me that he's as narcissistic as he portrays, that he's this big brute, that he's responsible for Bonnie's death. Like, that animation just convinced me of the character. I don't know why they got rid of it. It kind of made me sad. But yeah, with the Monty jump scare in the trailer, the animations are going to be a whole heck of a lot better. Ultra's here saying, get to sleep, man. It's flipping 12 a.m. Ultra, you got 12 hours until we're doing the stream. You even texted me. I don't know why he's watching, or I started this stream an hour ago, so I don't know why he's checking. Hold on, give me a second. I'm back. Sorry. Anyways, talking about more content in the future. I might bring back some old media that, kind of was lost on my channel. For example, back in 2021, I think, early 2021, I advertised a Among Us series on my channel, which Among Us is kind of dead, but I might bring that back. Another thing I might bring back is I might end up finding the first ever, Minecraft world that I started on when I made my YouTube channel, because I was originally a Minecraft YouTuber. And, of course, I started in 2020, which was the worst possible way to start, with some certain Minecraft YouTuber who kind of came in and ruined everything. Anyways, so yeah, Minecraft never worked out. I was stuck at 36 subscribers for like a year and a half, and I decided to switch to Five Nights at Freddy's, and now I have almost 3,000 subscribers, so kind of worked out better for me that I switched to Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyways, so yeah, I might find that old world and play it one last time. I might even see if I can do a collab with some YouTubers for Minecraft. Anyways, another one was my musical number that was supposed to be my Christmas special. It was a Broadway musical, actually, called, from a play called Honk, which was the story of the Ugly Duckling. And, I didn't release it because I was afraid of getting copyrighted and sued. But now I can probably look into it now that I have monetization and all that kind of stuff. So I can probably contact people and see if it's okay that I use it and post it. Maybe I might release it for like I forgot to turn Gmail off, but I'm not probably going to get any ruin spoilers from Gmail, so we're safe. Oh, now I have 8 people watching. Cool. It kind of like, it goes up and it goes down. And it goes up and it goes down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's see what else you guys have put in the chat. What the heck is Chana? I kind of like Burn Trap. That's my opinion. Yeah, I know the release date is the 25th. It releases in an hour, so. Ooh, hey, we got a new person. Brownies. Cool. What other predictions? Ask me in the chat what other, like, controversial topics do you want me to talk about? Like, predictions. Like, I think this game might be... It's gonna be a few hours, at least. As long as security breach, maybe. I feel like they flushed out all the stuff that made the game like 80 gigabytes. Because I'm pretty sure they made the base game like 40-ish gigabytes now. So with the DLC added, that's going to be 75 gigabytes of content. So is it going to be as long as Security Breach? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, now we got 10 people watching. Cool. Yeah, Ruin is in Security Breach. We got Lisa Larson too. Okay. Who else we got? Anybody else now? Ooh, we got a Fnaf 1 through 7 is a dream theory in the comment section. I don't think so. That's very, like, cliche. I think that's why Scott was like, I don't want to open the box. Because it was a very, like... Another person said that it's probably going to be as bad as Security Breach. Now, I think they paid attention to the criticisms. I mean, if you look at the glam rocks, like, they blend in with the environment, and it's creepy. Like that one Monty teaser where he's on the catwalks, and he just blends in. The only thing you can tell that's different is his eyes, you know. All he basically is just a piece of scrap at this point. I might actually just end the stream. I'm tired, guys. Yeah, anyways, our stream will be at noon tomorrow, Mountain Time, which is... I need to study my time zones. Wait, so if 1 o'clock is 12 o'clock PST, and then it'll be... Wait, hold on. I'm getting dyslexic here. I'm dyslexic, so, okay. 1 to 12. We are an hour after, so it would be 11 o'clock PST? I don't know. That we do our stream. Depends on which time zone you're in. I went through my analytics, and of course, most of my viewers are from the US, but the second place from viewers are from Russia, which is interesting. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it at all, but I have more Russian viewers than, United Kingdom, and I actually get a lot of comments that are in, like, Russian and, like, Filipino and stuff like that, and they ask for subtitles. I'm still trying to figure that out, guys, how to do subtitles and have translations and stuff like that, just for you guys, but, I need to look into it more. Anyways, I think I already went through all my predictions. I'm just trying to think of, like, other things I want to discuss. What other things I want to predict? Voice lines for more characters. How about that one? More voice lines for existing characters, like, yeah, the Glamrocks, of course. For characters like Burntrap and the Blob, I don't see it. For new characters, okay, let's discuss if there are going to be new characters. Of course, there's going to be Cassie, yes, but, like, new animatronics, maybe. No, a new form of William Afton, maybe. A new, like, Glamrock being introduced, like I said, Bonnie, maybe. But, like, stuff like, remember when the Funkos came out for, like, the circus animatronics? People were discussing whether that was going to be in the DLC. Those, no, I don't think those are going to be. Okay, let's go so you see. Okay, now we got Orange in the chat. Hi, Orange. How are you? Eclipse Star. Hi, how are you? Um. Oh. Eclipse Star says more Cassie lines. I already, if you go back in the video, I actually explained that I might be in trouble with Steel Wool Studios because of that video. So, I even explained like how whole part 2 is going and stuff like that. Ruined Monty voice lines. I'll have to discuss with Cameron or Mr. Miller about that. Other videos I want to discuss. Help Wanted 2 videos. If I can get my hands on either an Oculus Quest or a VR2 set. And I know those go for $1,000. So. I just kind of zoned out there for a second. So I want to hear in the live chat. Are you guys excited? Let's do a poll. Let's see. Yeah, I still see that we got 10 viewers. Let's do a poll. Can I not do a poll? Oh no, I don't want to create a clip. Let's do a poll. I want to do a poll. Chat filter, community moderation. I want to do a poll. Dang it. How do I do a poll? You guys are already commenting. Do you think it will be as bad as Security Breach? Let's throw that question out there. Yeah, I can't figure out how to do poll. I'm sad. Oh, what's this? Is that a heart button? Oh yeah, that's just stickers. For my memberships, I do have stickers, but I'm gonna get new ones made because I just basically found ones that people are giving for free, and basically the stickers right now are just like Sun and Moon's hands. And of course I'm gonna do, for memberships, I'm gonna do exclusive live streams and exclusive content. I'm even going to do the series for members called Behind the Actors, which are going to talk about, the actors behind Glamrock Foxy on my channel, The Puppet, stuff like that. Of course, with the actors' consent to do that. A little like mini biography. What else do I want to talk about? Will there be multiple endings to Ruin? Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be multiple endings. I'm just freaking tired, man. Yeah, this is the longest, like... I need to get used to streaming more. I'm basically... The way I'm streaming this right now, I literally have my microphone on my bed. I'm just laying down. And let's see, I have my laptop here. My fan's on, so if you hear background noise, that's why. I also have my doggy here. I'm petting my doggy. I think some of you got bored because 3 people left. I might just end the stream, guys. I'm getting freaking tired. How much time do I have? I have 40 minutes left until the DLC... Or... Yeah... 39 minutes until the DLC drops. 39. More content I'm going to do on my channel. I was going to do for the 1-year anniversary of Thunder Thor's voiceovers, I was going to redo my Burn Trap voice lines. I didn't have time for that. If you guys actually look at my channel, there was like a week gap between like 2 videos. I was at band camp. This one time at band... I'm kidding. Actually, band camp was fun. We have this thing, like, kind of like joke where it's like, adopt a freshman, become friends with, a freshman, make them feel comfortable and welcome, stuff like that. I adopted 10. Just like, and it was so funny. By the end of camp, they were all calling me Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey. How are you, Dad? I'm doing good. And I was calling them son, so. I can't wait for the DLC. It's going to be fun. We've been waiting 1.5 years for this. Yeah, I'm getting tired. You gotta tell, my voice is very deep. You wonder how this is done. Really, it depends on the day. A lot of people ask me, are you auto-tuning? No. I can do a lot of other ones, but a lot of them, like, require shouting, and the rest of my family's asleep, and I don't want to do that to them. I can do Barn of the Bunny right now. Let's do the old wind-up music, man. I hated doing that one. I still don't like the way it came out. I don't want to revise that one anyway, so. I might also do some, like, member live streams of, like, people like, hey, do this voice. Do a voice for this character. How about this character? Stuff like that. I won't do impressions. If there is a character out there that has no voice, let me see it. I'll do it. I might also open up kind of like this little shop thing, where it's kind of like, okay, so if you guys know what Cameo is, it's like hiring celebrities and stuff to do voice recordings for someone on like a special occasion, like a birthday celebration, stuff like that. I might just like open this thing where it's like, hey, kind of like, if you want a voice recording from me on your birthday, like a certain character from my videos, I will do it for you. Like if you want a special birthday greeting from Barn the Bunny, I can see how far this goes before Steelwool Studios and Scott Cawthon sue me. I don't really have enough money right now to do any giveaways of any kind. Or, like, I don't know how to make products for my channel yet. So, no, close the Twitter. I don't want the Twitter open. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, guys. I'm getting tired. I will see you guys at noontime Mountain Time. 11 o'clock PST. Of course, whatever time zone you're in, you'll see it. Just remember to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss it. And see you guys. I'm gonna close this. I'm done. We've been streaming for an hour and 21. As you can see, it is 7:25, 2023, 12:26. Alright, bye.